Yes, this is John G. Sutton. Tales from the jails. Good news today, folks. Yes, I've just seen some news all about a brilliant scheme thought up by the Department of Justice, the Home Office, or whatever bunch of nanas is running the show, because they've decided to set up a thing called the Applied Custodial Leadership Master's Degree, which they're trying to attract quality graduates from the best universities to take this master's degree and go on to become leaders in the prison service. And there's one young lady, 24 years old, a female lady called, she's now a prison officer, Herman, her name is, age 24, and she's got a position at HMP Belmarsh. And she's making statements about what a wonderful job this is. How wonderfully, she never felt threatened. And she finds that the inmates are sharing with her, specifically, the kind of stories that she wouldn't hear in normal life. I mean, she might be speaking to Michael Ablajeo, who attempted to decapitate the soldier Lee Rigby. He's in there, HMP Belmarsh. How he tried to cut the head off Lee Rigby. He killed Lee Rigby, by the way, the soldier, but didn't manage to cut his head off. Only got about halfway through, and then somebody intervened. I wonder if she's been speaking to Michael Ablajeo. That would be an interesting conversation, wouldn't it? Because, let's face it, this lady, prison officer Herman, she's got a Cambridge University degree in archaeology and anthropology. I mean, there's something anthropologically incorrect about Michael Ablajeo. Could be. Could be he's a throwback. Maybe he's a Neanderthal. We don't know. Maybe she knows. Anyway, she's going to get, when she's finished, an applied custodial leadership master's degree, and then she'll be able to tell all the staff, because she'll probably be one of the governors then, how they're missing the point here. These prisoners have got a great deal of stories to share with you. Of course they have. What about Ali Harababi, who murdered the MP David Amis? He'll have a story to tell, won't he? He got a little, I murdered him because I'm just basically a psychopath. Could be, I don't know. I haven't got a degree in anthropology. Hey, she could have a talk to Delroy Grant, otherwise known as the Night Stalker. He committed over 100 offences, rape and burglary. They are. Raped over 100 people, burgled their houses, and buggered them in bed. How about that? That'd be a nice story, eh? Herman, here we are. I've got a story to share with you. This is all about what I do when I get into people's houses. Whip off me trousers, and then I bugger them. I'll kill them. That's Delroy Grant. He's in HMP Belmarsh. Or what about Stephen Poet, otherwise known as the Grinder Killer? So he used to secure dates with men, because he's a male rapist and murderer. Murdered 4 men, met them on Grindr. A bit like that Killing for Company one. Was it Dennis Nielsen? Bit like that. But he's in HMP Belmarsh. He could share some happy little stories with Prison Officer Herman, couldn't he? Hello, young lady. Hey, let me tell you about this. What I do is I advertise, I use a thing called Grindr. It's one of these modern technological things that you put up on the internet. You advertise for victims. Well, not victims. You don't mention victims, because you don't tell them that you're going to bugger them and then kill them, do you? No, you don't do that. You just say, I've got a good sense of humour. Well, of course he has, and I'm sure he'll be able to share it with that young lady, and she'll go on to be one of our noble leaders. It's a great idea, this. Home Office, Ministry of Justice. You've really cracked it this time. You're going to get Nice young ladies in there, 24 years old. She's never felt threatened. She's obviously never met Frankie Fraser or Charles Bronson or anybody of significance. But she'll be a little bit protected, I would expect. But nonetheless, this is a positive move on behalf of the Home Office and the Ministry of Justice to actually bring some intelligence into the prison service. We don't really need great big gorillas who go in there and beat the living daylights out of murderers who are attacking other inmates and bringing their devious, perverted ways into the prisons. No, we need to understand them. And let me tell you this, HMP Belmarsh has got 2 gyms. 2 gyms. I mean, here am I, worked all my bleeding life, 73 years old, I haven't got 1 gym. No, I don't have people coming to listen to my stories at my home, do I? Or tucking me up in bed or providing me with 3 meals a day. If I don't work, I don't get bugger all. Unlike Stephen Port, who murdered a load of people after sodomising them. Anyway, that's my little rant for today. That's Tales from the Jails. And you've got to say a little prayer for Prison Officer Herman, because before she gets very much older, she's going to wake up, smell the coffee, and meet some of the real beasts. Yeah, of course they don't want people like me these days. I'm a dinosaur. I've finished. My days are done. No more. Get behind your cell, you shithouse. Gone. Would you like to step this way, sir? Would you like some porridge? Yeah? Extra tea? 2 sugars. Of course, we'll do it. And have you got any nice stories to tell me? About when you tried to cut the head off that soldier? Get bloody real. Anyway, I'm going to read you a poem now because they seem to be more popular than my singing. But there's nothing wrong with my singing, is there? Really? Anyway. Song Dinger. It's not a song, it's a poem. Another poem by John Betjeman. He's one of my favourite poets, by the way. Although I do like Edgar Allan Poe, who's a nice gothic kind of poetry. But here we have, this is Business Girls by John Betjeman. From the geyser ventilators, autumn winds are blowing down on 1,000 business women having baths in Camden Town. Waste pipes chuckle into runnels, steam's escaping here and there. Missing trains through Camden cutting, shake the crescent and the square. Hurly nip of changeful autumn, dahlias glimpsed through garden doors. At the back, precarious bathrooms jutting out from upper floors. And behind those frail partitions, business women lie and soak, seeing through the draughty skylight flying clouds and railway smoke. Rest you there, poor unbeloved ones, lap your loneliness in heat. All too soon the tiny breakfast, trolleybus and windy street. That's Business Girls by John Betjeman. Sincerely hope you enjoyed that, folks. Tales from the Jails. Don't forget to get my book, HMP Manchester Prison Officer. It's on Amazon. We've got to get it in the charts, folks. Thanks for watching.